Morning, folks. We're actually at the Imperial War Museum this morning, and there's a reason for that. The reason is I wanted to show you my very large weapon. Here it is. It's a Turkish gun captured by the British, apparently, in 1801. Here it is. Look, they brought it all the way over. But it's not really at the Imperial War Museum. I lied about that part. It's actually here. You're probably wondering, where the hell is he today? Did he get lost? Has he found a new location that has horses and guards? No, I haven't. Why? Because we don't need a new location, because we've already got the best location that exists in the entire world that I'm aware of. What is that place? Moody skies. Look at those skies. Wow. And the sunlight is desperately trying to come through. That place, everybody, is ta-da, horseguards. That's the museum, by the way. A lot of you have asked about that before. I think it's briefly appeared in perhaps one or two of my videos. A very quick museum cameo appearance. There it is, the Household Cavalry Museum, everyone. And that isn't a guard, that's just a happy or unhappy tourist, depending which way you look at it. Yep, there it is, Household Cavalry Museum. Lots of glorious artifacts relating to our lovely household cavalry. That is a massive statue of Wolseley, apparently, I think. Wait. Yeah, Wolseley. That isn't the guy that sold ice cream, everybody. That's a military commander. So we'll call him Earl or Lord or just Boss Wolseley. Not sure who this guy is. I don't think it's a new guard uniform. The yellow high-vis winter version. Anyway, we're at the back. Why are we at the back? Don't worry, guys, I haven't been banned. We're going through. I was hoping we might. Oh, actually, wait. It's a drain unblocking exercise, people. Look. What's happened is that the parade ground here has become a squishy mess. So they've got this chap who's unblocking it for us, which is very thoughtful. The thing is, he's waiting for it to go, and it's not doing it. Nope, it's still blocked. Anyway, let's leave him until he's unblocking. And head back into the yard. I do think, and it is forecast, that we should get sunshine today. There's nothing better than a guard change morning, and that is this morning, Friday, when the sun is shining. At the moment, however, it's not. On the contrary, if we look up at the Korean flag, I have no idea why that's still there, by the way, as the state visit is over. Look how much it's blowing, look. It's blowing as much as a Union Jack would blow were we on the high seas. I'm guessing that either this afternoon or at the latest tomorrow, they will take it down, fold it up, and put it into storage. Along, sadly, I'm pretty sure, with the Union flag that's fluttering away on the other side. A little bit unfortunate. I personally have always said many times that I think it should be allowed to stay. Why should it be allowed to stay? Two reasons. One, it's a national flag. One, it's a national flag, and two, more importantly, it's here often. So, yeah, it should, in my opinion, it should stay. But hey, I'm no one, so there we are. Here we have a happy tourist, everybody. And the last, looking at the clock, 17 minutes of the lifeguards, at least until we hear 11 and the changeover begins. He'll be here a little bit longer than that. He'll be here realistically until probably 11:30. We need to wait for that changeover, which we've seen many times. The reason I'm slightly enthusiastic this morning, actually, a little bit more so than yesterday. I mean, I wasn't here yesterday, so that would explain me being more enthusiastic this morning than yesterday. Is that I don't know which horses the Blues and Royals will bring with them. Now, of course, like I'm sure many of you, I'm not wishing to presume to speak for many of you, but I'm sure it's fair to say that many of us would love to see the return of a settled, happy, playful, engaging, and super chilled Q10. Will he be back? I've got no idea, people. She's grabbing the reins constantly, and the guard is dragging them out of her hand constantly. Which is kind of an interesting thing to see. The second we get here, turn it on, through the tunnel, we get a naughty rain grabber. What a surprise, eh? It's been a good while though, folks. I'm thinking weeks now since somebody's grabbed it so harshly and unequivocally that the guard has had to verbally deal with it. Notice they're tugging away if somebody gets a little bit too full on with the reins. can't decide if her left or her right is better. She'll figure it out. Could always flip the picture, I guess, worst way. Damn, this little man is brave. Look at that. He's like, don't worry about the massive horse. Even the guy's like, dude, you're too close to my horse. The horse might think a little kid like that is a mouse and get scared and run away. Anyway, so yes, Q10. The money is on Q10, folks. Do we think we'll be back? I've got no idea. I've got no idea at all. I certainly hope so. But I do think, even if the sun doesn't come out, and even if Q10 doesn't come back, I do think it's going to be a bit of a busy one this morning. A couple of reasons why. Something in the air and the streets. I mean, my journey here took a bit longer than usual, but it's packed. Packed. I don't know why. Why is everyone outside? I mean, most of the shops aren't even open yet. Very odd. Right, here comes the guard, which is problematic because there is a massive score troop going along the front here as the guard is coming out the front here. What's he going to do? What's going to happen? Look. Oh, are they going to pass just in time? Yes, look at that. Whoa, even that little dude is like, hold on a second. That was close. And that actually really was close, exceedingly close. So close that this tourist here isn't sure how to behave. Shall I continue to pose my picture? What do I do? Oh, and on the other side, meanwhile, we've got what appears to be a naughty rain grabber. Ah, she left too quick. That was done too fast, folks. That was premature. Oh, look. There's enough space for everybody to move out of the way, but to my left and to my right there are a lot of people this morning. It's a busy one, and it's going to stay like that, I'm sure. So I'm moving around a tiny bit so I've got some space to get out of the way. In fact, this is his last rounds. He might order another 11, but typically speaking, if the changeover's already begun, it depends how fast the Blues are when they get here. Look, this is how many people are already waiting. Okay, nothing's happened yet. The day has barely begun, and the same on this side. Look, it's crazy, folks. How many people there are. Luckily, I'm tall and slim, so I can sort of, weave in and out like a little snake. Everyone's waiting for him to turn around and looking and wondering what's going to happen next. Folks, I had no idea that there was a ZZ Top reunion in London this weekend. Good to see the old guys back. I wasn't aware they were still playing it, especially globally. Having a good old chat. Shall we stroll back to Hyde Park, or shall we do a quick trot? Easy peasy. And people getting out of the way, look. That's the way we like it, folks. Incidentally, I just noticed, I don't know how on earth I didn't notice it before, but across the road, the lovely Raffles, our new hotel, not only has a lot of people outside it, but they've put up their Christmas decorations. Look at that. That's actually my first spotting of here we go. So they go and park a massive fat big bus. The appropriate name, big bus, so big it covers the entire front. Anyway, there it is, look. How lovely, look. And there comes another bus, what a surprise. Okay, here we are, back at the front, back on the strip, back in the hood. Also shy, don't take my picture. Quite far back actually, guys. I'm zoomed in because there are too many bobble hats between myself and the horse. Look, it's Bobble Hatville. It's a little bit chilly. So I'm sort of weaving or trying to get back to the front. Not easy when there's so many people here. It's actually busier now than it was on Wednesday, which is odd. Wednesday we had the sort of, the post-Korean crowd. Today we've got God knows what. Interesting though, tomorrow is the resumption of pro-Palestine protests here in London.
No, look at me. Who are you looking at? Me.
Sounds like they've got a group of school kids behind shouting, touch the reins, touch the reins. It's a big group actually. See if they all decide to come for a massive group shot. See, look, bobble hats galore, guys. Bear in mind we're a month from Christmas, not really surprising. It's cold today too, 5 degrees, yep. Woolly mitts day, for me at least. Okay, here come the bros. Their friends are saying don't touch the reins. They actually do touch the reins, but you know what? They won't do it. British school group, rare thing to see here. Little groups of nursery kids, yeah, of this age, very rare. Okay, who's up next?
Come on, Lulu, smile lovely. Say the magic words. West Ham. Oh, he likes you, Lulu. He loves you. He loves you.
Tour guide is saying, say the magic word, West Ham. Sort of like his optimism. Oh. There we go. Oh, Brazil in London.
Beautiful, look at that. This horse likes you as well, doesn't he? So these are Irish cavalry black horses. They're under the age of 4, and after the age of 16, they go off to the trial. There's 16 years old.
He's saying the horses begin work at 4, retired at 16. And they're all yeah, he's a little bit off, and they're all 16 hands. Okay, if you say so, chap. That's what you get, guys, from a super duper tour guide. Every horse is 16 hands apparently. Cav black, 16 hands. That's it. That's it. Focus that camera. Oh, look, she's running over. Ta-da! Wow, she ran over with more enthusiasm than me, guys, and I am super enthusiastic. Boom. Actually, wait, I better keep an eye on that clock because any moment, in fact, it's so much any moment, I'm going in right now. The Blues and Royals are going to start, sorry, the Blues and Royals, the lifeguards are going to start to ride out. In fact, they're dead on time actually. Look at this, police just coming out. Shitsman's still there. But I am seeing troopers on horseback just inside the gates. Imminent departure for the first half of this lifeguard troop. Police are ready for the winter as well. I might actually start wearing a balaclava myself, people. The only problem is I don't want to be arrested as a potential security threat. I could get one maybe with kind of London city walks. It's going to be interesting when they come out, because this is this is the crowd we've got already waiting to see what happens when the horses leave. Okay, I'll go into my usual spot. I think it's going to be imminent. Wait, it's 53. Could be any time in the next 60 seconds. Okay, here we are. Good timing actually. Officer's already telling everybody to get behind the line. Okay, Luckily, guys, I'm in the kind of semi-exempt spot here, so we're good. I'm not sure they quite understood the word of line. That's the only problem. Yeah, never mind. Damn, the wind chill factor today is probably feels like about 0 when the wind is blowing. It is chilly, 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 chilly. Very chilly. Like brrr. Kind of chilly. I'm surprised some of the officers don't have gloves actually. My hands are a bit icy and I've got gloves on. Right, I'm seeing those gates opening up slowly. Everybody being pushed toward the tunnel. Oh, the trooper's teasing us. Look, he closed them again. That little tease. Actually, yep, take the chain down before the horses come out. On point. Gosh, look at this. Wow. Okay, gates are open. Wow, that's a lot of clippy clopping. There we go. Clopperoo. Oh, one's off. Look at this one. Look. He doesn't want to play at all. And this is why the police are telling everybody to get back. It only takes one to completely lose it, like happened out the back last week, and boom, half the crowd are gone. Half the crowd are horse feed. Pretty much. Everybody's wondering why they're all going crazy in the tunnel. The horses are clipping all over the place. It's fine, they'll get to the other end. So next up at the back will be Blues and Rivals. Blues and Royals arrival. It's me trying to speak too fast. Anyway, those two horses don't want to go. Look, they're so happy here at Horse Guards, they do not want to leave. Look, they refuse to go outside. This one's actually wants to turn around and come back in again, look. Dancing together, look. In the tunnel. Very unusual actually that they don't want to go out into the lights from the yard. It's normally the exact opposite. They normally can't wait to get through the tunnel into the light. Yeah, look, he's going. I swear this horse is going to come back into the yard. Look, he's actually coming back. Look at this. First time we've ever seen that, guys. The horse coming back into the yard because he doesn't want to leave. Never, ever, 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 ever seen that before. And the other one as well. Look, he's like, well, if my mate's going back, so am I. This is how much the horses love to be here at Horse Guards. Look, they actually actively refuse, guys, to leave. You see that? Never have we seen some troopers try and leave, only for the horses to refuse and return. How extraordinary, eh? Another channel first. Wow, wow, wow. Anyway, that one's out. Happily, but we've still got one in the stables. That was absolutely unexpected. Yeah, I mean thoroughly unexpected. How utterly bizarre was it that they didn't want to leave? I think actually, I mean, I'm not being a horse person, but my guess, my non-educated guess, folks, would be that if the horses have been in the stable, relative darkness for a day, maybe 2 days, then the light is a little bit freaky when they come out onto the yard and then go through the tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel I didn't intentionally mean to say it like that, but you know what I mean. The light at the end of the tunnel is very bright compared to the light in the stable area. Now, I don't know, maybe it freaks them out. Maybe they're a little bit like, you know what, not in the mood at all if it's that bright, etc. So officers having a word, talking about the fact that the horse didn't want to go. I'm not sure what the word would be about, and it's not my business, but It's a curious one. I don't know if this will in some way delay what's happening this morning. Could do. Yeah, could well do, actually, thinking about it. Thoroughly extraordinary. He's going to speak to the other guard as well. Something is afoot, people. I don't know what it is, but this is not your typical little chit-chat in the morning. The only other thing I could think of, potentially, could be that he's giving the heads up about a protest or something else happening. A little bit further along the street, I've just noticed, I'm not going to go super close because it's rude to do so, I've noticed that the corporal of horse, I think it's the corporal of horse, has arrived. I'm not going to stick my camera in his face because it's not fair, but anyway, see the vehicle going in the back gate? There he is. Oh, just caught him going around the corner, corporal of horse. So I don't know what's going to happen, folks, this morning. What will they do with the lone lifeguard? Actually, what I think they'll do, thinking about it, wait, a penny just dropped, I know what they'll do. What they will do is they will wait for the horse to settle. If the horse doesn't want to settle, they'll do one of two things. They'll leave that horse here for the blues when they arrive, so the horse can calm down, and then the blues will take the horse back at some point. Or, if the horse settles, that horse will ride out with the second group of lifeguards. So my money will be on the officer having come to the front and explained to these two that there is one of your colleagues still here, an extra one of your colleagues still here, whose horse doesn't want to leave. As such, he will likely, that horse, be leaving with you. That would make sense to me, because we've never seen it before, so it is all speculation, but yeah, that would make perfect sense, because it's normally got 6 or 7 out first, and then the rest in. Okie dokie. Running back through the gates, getting into a decent-ish spot. I'm going to try my best, everybody. Blues have just arrived, they'll be coming through in a couple of seconds. And I think I'll go on to the other corner. This side. Okay, the other side is closed this morning, folks. Not allowed over there. Not sure why, but I guess it might well be because of that extra horse situation. So I'm going to wait here. Blues will be coming through in a couple of minutes. So we're still going to get a super clear shot and know which of the horses are coming through. Okay, the yard is emptied completely. Police are making sure everybody is on this side this morning. Not sure why, doesn't really matter. Point is, we will still see them clearly when they come through. Actually, given the light this morning, it isn't a bad spot, in fact. How on earth in all this time, folks, walking around here, did I not even notice the Queen's Lifeguard sign? And more importantly, why has that not actually been updated yet? Look. Look at this. I'm assuming the new one is being prepped. To walk backwards, I'm going to be super careful not to get in anyone's way. Wait for those blues to come through. The horse is okay. That one that really did not want to leave at all. I don't remember ever seeing a horse turn around in the tunnel and come back.
Wait, sorry.
It's okay. Right, here come the blues anyway. More importantly, would you believe it, folks? The sun just arrived. The sun arrived and the Blues and Royals are just about to enter the tunnel. And obviously we had to get a couple of nosy tourists in the way. Hopefully they'll get out of the way. Ah, dear. Just our luck. Never mind. Inevitable, to be fair. Oh, someone else right in the middle of the yard. Okay, here we go, folks. Let's have a look at who we've got horse-wise. Number one. Oh, hold on a second. Is this Q10? I think... Oh, I can't tell. I think it is. 3, 4... and a corporal of horse. Very hard to tell, actually. Very hard to tell. Instinctively, I don't think it was, but it's a perfect cavalry black. And as we know, Q10 has got no discernible markings. Gosh. I mean, the key thing is whether or not, even if he is here, it doesn't necessarily mean he'll even be on duty. So the key thing is going to see which 2 horses are brought out with the Blues boxman. That should happen next. Why are there so many people this morning? I'm honestly just standing here thinking, like, what is this? Unusual. I mean, great for the tourist economy, but still unusual.
We can do that.
Okie dokie, folks. What do we think? What are the chances of somebody being naughty? Here we go. Get ready for it. The second that I said it. had to happen though. It was absolutely inevitable. Right, get ready. Oh, here we go. That's number 2. To be fair, hold on. We've got number 3 here. She's tempted. I can tell she's tempted. Super tempted even. Oh, it would have been funny actually, guys, because that is actually a tour guide. Would you believe?
I wish I could get our whole party.
Oh, here we are, another one, look. He just got told to get back. I think the reason being, look, for some reason this weird tour guide decided to bring her entire group and have a chat right in front of the guard. Never seen that before. We've got a massive yard here, tons of space, and she pretty much parks up the whole group in the middle. Very odd thing to do, to be honest, very peculiar. Look, a group this big, right in front of the guard's face. In days, weeks, months and years gone by, everybody, we would have seen not only the guard stomping and saying verbally, get back or get out of the archway, he would have actually been screaming in their faces, kind of get the hell out of here. So it's a pity that we haven't got that, but all hope is not lost, everybody. Hopefully at some point we might get a super tall fellow with a satchel walking through there, hitting his head on the archway and getting shouted at. That would be nice, wouldn't it? The main thing is that the guard who's in there right now will shortly be finished, and I dare say, given how many people are already here, he will be delighted at the prospect of not being here this weekend. That's right, it's a Blues and Royals weekend. Next up is going to be the boxman, isn't it? Changeover. Yeah, boxman changeover is next. After that, the foot guard changeover, and after that, everybody, finally, he says, the Blues should be on duty and the lifeguards will be ready to depart.
Paul, do you see the Christmas lights over there?
I have no idea what he's doing, no idea. Maybe an air traffic control that used to do it manually with his hands. Oh, postwoman. Postwoman looks like a lifeguard thing. She got a red, scarlet red tunic on. Okay, I've got a decent-ish position, and there are too many people to be walking in, out, casually. So I'm going to spot here for a little bit and wait until we see the first Blues and Royals horses. That will give us an indication of which guards are here. I didn't even look actually at the guards, which guards. I was too busy focusing on the horses. See if the guards are familiar and which horses they bring out for the first shift. Bearing in mind that won't be terribly long anyway. It's 10 past 11. Those horses not out yet. Obviously they'll be out in 5 to 10 minutes. Which means they'll only have a 35-40 minute shift, as it were, the shortest shift of the day. First horses on the regimental changeover morning. Okay, here comes a trooper to open up the boxes. Blues and Royals trooper in his number 2 uniform. There he is, looking fine this morning. Fashion show moment. I'm going to stay here for this this changeover. Actually thinking about it, this horse we're looking at now has been super chill, but 9 times out of 10, if one of the horses doesn't like or doesn't want to work, it's at this end that they don't want to work. We've seen it many times, folks, haven't we? We better be quick. We're going to be told to get back. The others still trying to pose. Look, why would you pose for your picture behind a group that are already here? As opposed to waiting your turn like normal people would. Ta-da! Boisterous groups here this morning. The chap's got a look of pure unadulterated joy on his face. Like, there's a horse, my God. I'm super excited. Tempted, you saw that very briefly.
Oh, you're staying here.
Windy as well. That's going to be problematic actually, guys. We know that one thing the horses really do not like at all windy mornings. Yeah, they really dislike it when it's super windy, and I can't say I blame them, to be fair. Me saying that it's normally the horse at this end that gets a bit upset. That one just went back into the box. I'm not sure why he did, but briefly then he was straight back in there. Claypool is going to do well this morning. Already had 2 freaking out. I don't need any more. The clock from here, but it is 13 minutes past 11. They should be completely finished with the changeover by past. If not, something's afoot. Right, so the trooper just dropped down the chain over the stable area, so imminently I think we're going to see the new boxman.
Moving a little bit.
I'm going to say.
Don't be scared. Right, come on, precious tree.
Super unusual here in central London, like really unusual to hear Geordie accents. Love that. In fact, so unusual to be hearing regional UK accents these days in London, which as an Englishman is music to my ears. Great to hear them. What bro on the left is looking at, where I think he changed his mind, he can't decide. Bingy bong. Oh, they're actually doing, ladies and gents, the foot guards first. Other way around this morning, that would have been actually what the officer, now penny drops, that would have been what the officer said to the two boxmen. He would have told them that they're going to do the foot guards first. I don't know exactly the reason, but obviously it's something to do with the fact that that horse did not want to leave and hence is still in the stables. Yeah, unusual. Should I go in and try and capture it? It's pretty busy in the yard. Yeah, nothing's going to happen at the front for the moment. 100% it won't, because they're doing the foot guards first. We've got a little bit of a wait. I should, in theory, be able to get to a spot in the tunnel to see this. I don't know though, guys. It is really, really busy this morning, as you can see. Look, solid, solidly solid. Let's see. Gosh, look, it's really busy, everyone. Look, crazy busy. Gosh, I've never seen the tunnel this busy in the mornings, folks. This is really taking me back to June. It's so packed I can't even move other than where I'm standing right now. Oh la la. That's the thing she just said. Here they come.
Front. Pass. Left. Turn. Two punches. Quick march.
Okay, that's interesting. To me personally, anyway, it looks as though the blues, that is a blues troop that's still in the tunnel, is new. Not sure which troop it's from, but I don't recognise him. So definitely new. It's absolutely like zombie world here this morning, folks. If you think you've come into Horseguards to have a pleasurable day, don't bother. It's absolutely filled with zombies already, which means that by the time the guard change is finished at the palace, flipping out. Okay, that's the relief going. Relief done. Guards going back in. In fact, so replaced now. We've got a chitsman, as you can see, a blues chitsman, a ton of tourists, and that gatesman. I'm actually wondering who that gatesman is. The reason I'm a little bit uncertain about which gatesman that is that he's got the cloak on, and of course he's got the helmet really low down today. But wow, look at the numbers, look. Guys, it's not even lunchtime, it's not even noon. Righty-ho, who have we got up first? Oh, some very familiar faces. Now this trooper will march the horse as far as he needs to, if necessary, into the crowd. He absolutely wouldn't care less, because he doesn't take any nonsense. Look, they're all having to move out the way. Look at them all, look. It's been a while since he's been here. More importantly, his fellow trooper in the other box, he's been away for a good month plus. I'll show you guys who it is in a minute. One of our very favourite mustachioed blues is back in the box. Actually, some of the blues have grown little beards while they were away, as have I the past month. Righty-ho, lifeguard horses going back in. Which means we've got two magnificent blues horses at the front. Which ones? I have no idea. But to give you an idea, guys, of how busy it is, look at this. The tunnel all the way down to the parade is absolutely solid, chocker with people. Okay, here comes the gatesman, and this is going to be interesting because there is a massive number of people between the gatesman. Oh, how fast they move! Look at this. How fast they moved on the left. That would have been super interesting to see how we dealt with that many people, because notice there's no trooper here, and more importantly, the police are at the other side. Good man, he dealt with that like an absolute pro. Absolutely super. Wow. These kind of numbers, it's going to be an interesting morning. Look, this is what we normally see at around about sort of 12, 1, 2 p.m. A throng so large that the gate is pretty much blocked, like a logjam of tourists. Look. Goodness me. Wow. Okay, our mustachioed favourite, folks, on this end. Boom. Super light this end. Look at this. Super, super, super light. Magnificent, actually. Now, which beauty is he on this morning? I wonder. I also need to be careful. Part of the reason I'm happy to be this end is that I should hear, or if I'm lucky, see the lifeguards slowly emerging. The second part of the lifeguard troopers still need to leave. When that happens, the other second half of the blues will come in. So we've still got a lot of movement this morning. It doesn't really feel like a normal morning because ordinarily, guys, you see these guard changes regimental changes of the guards that I film. It's rare that there are this many people here this early. So I can't sort of fluidly run in and out. Too many people. Yeah, the plumes are going to be a bit of a problem this morning. They're going to be blowing across the guards' faces constantly along Whitehall. This troop has been away for a good number of weeks. I'm thinking, actually I don't even remember last time I saw him here on duty at King's. A month ago, potentially even 2 months ago. It's been an awfully long time. And this horse as well. Yeah, I have no idea which horse it is, guys. I recognise it, but I can't remember. Lovely looking face, this one. Young horse, I think. Diese chęci like his horses. Well, that sunlight is coming up, folks. We are going to have a yard baked in sunshine. I think within 10 to 15 minutes. It's really, really trying hard. Look, just beyond the flag. Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm sure it'll happen. Time-wise, 23 minutes past 11. On what could well end up being a thoroughly lovely day. You're seeing a load of police horses lined up. They're waiting to escort the lifeguards back when they finally left. So we've seen naughty horses, naughty tourists getting to the arch. Haven't yet seen anyone get in trouble with the reins, but it's pretty early, isn't it? There's always time. It's got to be a little bit cold. I'm feeling it on my fingers. Right, lifeguards are near the gate. That's what I was hoping. at any moment, in theory, it should all those gates open, and the rest of the lifeguards should be off. Best part of this morning is that I don't think we'll get anyone between myself and the horses on this departure. This group that's just finishing going through is the last group for the moment. What do we think though, people? Is the horse going to settle down this time? Problem is actually we don't even know which horse it was. I didn't see its face clearly enough to know which horse it was. So if we have a horse kicking off now, it might not even necessarily be the same horse. But hey, let's wait and see. So I think if it's like this now in November, we haven't really had an end to the tourist season. I think now it's going to be pretty much consistent all year. Myself and a lot of the other people that film here were assuming that come late September it would be pretty much deserted. But as you've seen, folks, that it's been a rare occasion indeed that it's been super quiet here without drama or something happening. Right, let's watch the second half of the lifeguards leaving. I think they're just about to hold open the gates. Here we go. With some stupid tourists right in the middle of the yard. Okay, so these horses look pretty happy so far. Oh, clippy clop. Is this the naughty one at the end? No, that's the corporal of horse. Okay, I mean that was pretty peaceful, wasn't it? To be quite honest. That said, have they taken the naughty horse out, or have they left him in the stables? No way of knowing. Okay, next up will be the final troop movement of the morning, people. What I mean by that, I mean the other half of the blues will come through, and then finally I can focus on the horses at the front instead of worrying about missing something here in the yard. Trooper in his number 2 is about to close up the boxes. See that light, that sunlight, guys, look, illuminating the wall already. I'm hoping it's sunny here because it's just too cold. Boom. Right, so we've got the blues. They are the Kingsguard now, all done. Gatesman behind me, Chitsman in front of me, Boxman at the front, Trooper. Done. Which means the only thing left is for the rest of the blues to come through. They'll do that in just a moment. So I'm not going to move from here until that's happened, then go back to the front and focus on the horses. Depending on the time, I might continue this video a little bit over to around an hour 10, hour 15. It's really going to depend on how busy it is at the front, and more importantly, which 2 new horses come out when the changeover is done. That's going to be the interesting part. That'll also tell us whether there's a good chance of seeing Q10 this weekend. It's 27. If he's not out today, then the chance of seeing him this weekend is slim. Wind, I really hope it's not destroying the audio. Coughing, sneezing all over the place. Luckily I got that out of the way already. It's super annoying to get sick, but hey, it's inevitable this time of the year. This cold snap yesterday, fairly mild actually in London today. Anyone not wearing a proper coat, 3 layers, yep, welcome to getting a cold world. People coughing and sneezing everywhere. It's going to spread fast. It always does actually in London. Okay, the light's hitting the parade ground. Look at this, guys, look. Got that illumination. Beautiful illumination at the end of the tunnel. It's a shame it hasn't yet quite reached the corner of the yard. That would have made for a super arrival by the second half of the blues. Anyway, it's imminent. I mean, the lifeguards are all lined up. They're finished here, they're done, there are no lifeguards left. Just waiting for the police to give the all clear. at which point the Blues will come through the tunnel. In theory. Actually, I've just noticed they've completely removed the pavilions. I forgot about that. The South Korean state visit pavilions, they're gone. Dismantled and removed. That was fast. It's curious, I'm still not seeing the officers moving yet. The officers at the far end of the tunnel. Until they move, there's no sign that the troopers are coming through. I wonder why there's a hold up this morning. Unless they're waiting to be dead on 11:30. There it is. Yeah, that's going to be our sign, isn't it, I think? This must be the most perfectly timed regimental handover of the year. If they do come through now, it's spot on 11:30. It is cold, but it's not like freezing.
Freezing.
Not bad, yeah? You even look a bit, your face looks a bit blue, I'm not lying. Okay, right folks, lifeguards are off. Blues coming in any moment. You'll see them leaving. Lifeguards are heading across the parade ground towards the Guards Memorial. Hopefully without the horses kicking off. It's extraordinary how many people just don't get that the tunnel's closed. Look. Oh, yes, thank you for coffee in my face. Much appreciated.
A lot of people are going to get sick today, no? You can tell a lot of people are going to get sick. So many people didn't wear the right clothes. They thought it was warm, but it's proper cold. Love it, super crispy. It's not, folks, quite. I can see my breath cold, sadly. Can't wait for that. Horses breathing in the freezing air. It's pretty cold. And before you Canadians say, hey, here cold equals, minus 45. Yes, I know. Right, here we go. This time it is gloriously deserted. Okay. Like you can almost hear the echo here in the yard. It's super nice and quiet because they've all gone. All of those tourists have left. Look. Clip clop, clip clop. Super. Wow. Oh. Lots of very familiar faces this morning. In fact, I got so distracted then by the return of one trooper that we know and respect very much. Yet again, I didn't even bother to look at the horses. Oh, goodness me. The deluge begins, folks. As ever. Okay, right, to the front we go. I don't think instinctively that we have a Q10 over here. I don't. But I'll be able to confirm it tonight by asking... I'll ask the farriers that I know in the lifeguards whether or not the horse, whether Q10 has been returned to the lifeguards. Noticing now they've had quite a changeover of the troops. What I mean by that, okay, so each regiment has 3 troops, troop 1, 2 and 3, okay? 3 in the lifeguards, 3 in the Blues and Royals. I'm seeing a bit of a mixture. This is a cross troop group of Blues today, but at least 3 or 4 of them haven't been here in weeks. So I'm thinking if they change over the troopers, it's highly likely they've also changed over the horses. So we've got a lot of horses here, I'm sure, this morning that we've not seen before, or that we haven't seen for a very good number of weeks. So I might need to get to work on a whole new list, guys. Just when we thought we were kind of on top of things, and some of the horses were familiar, we're now realising that, hold on, we're back to square one. There are too many. I didn't see a single giant horse though. But again, I wasn't really focusing on the horses as they came through. Anyway, welcome to Horse Guards on Friday morning, people. What do we think? Isn't that extraordinary? Really extraordinary.
this, look. Honestly, if it carries like this, Horse Guards is going to end up being designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's inevitable. Pretty sure that group are going to be taken to that end, so it's better if I get out of the way. Holy gosh. Yeah, the sunlight. That's good. It's good on the right side, so I need to move a little bit, people. Okay, this is a better spot this end. The sunlight is very, very, very bright now. Gives a better view, doesn't it, actually, over who's here, how many people we've got. God, second. I think I've got a good spot.
So that's why we have the guards here. And that building is one of the most important buildings in the history of this country. Even though it's not very well known, but it's called Buckingham House. I will tell you, in the middle of 1600s, there was a king, Charles I. But now,
Gosh, I don't envy actually the tour guys on a day like today. Not easy to be outside with different groups when it's like this. Look at them all. The Spanish tour guide is doing a super job this morning. Oh, wait, he's back. I swear we saw this guy earlier. More than like that, guys, in the background. Look at that on the walls inside. Beautiful. Buses are beeping behind me because there's such an overflow of people that tourists are standing in the road. Not quite blocking the traffic, but pretty close to it. Yeah, we've got the best spot here now. The light's great. Nice crisp picture. "22 minutes till the changeover." They actually did it spot on time today. The reason it feels odd that I was saying 22 minutes is normally once they finish, it's all done and dusted. I look at the time and it's about 15 minutes too. I know that from the previous video length, so this is actually kind of perfect. I will leave this video, or run this video now until the actual changeover, so we see which horses are replacing the ones that are here now. Works out well. Also very interested to see what's going to happen tomorrow. There is a pro-Palestine protest tomorrow, the first one in 2 weeks, and interestingly, it's coming this way. Yeah, I don't know what time it's coming this way, but it is coming this way. It's going from Hyde Park Corner, I believe, via Trafalgar Square to Whitehall. So it'll be the first time in 3 weeks, actually, that the protesters come along Whitehall. So will this place be locked down tomorrow? In all likelihood, yes. What time? I don't know. I'll be here early tomorrow to try and figure it out. I don't recognise this beauty actually, despite this very, very slight mark. 2 white socks. Anyone? Very passive looking horse. Oh. Just like get lost after the lady in red. She didn't like that, took it personally. It is a back a teeny bit though. Maybe just not in the mood, no? Magnificent the horse though. With that posture. That's right, posture. He likes that word. Lovely. Okay, let's get myself out of the throng for a minute. Kind of wondering who we've got over this side as the Chitsman, because I don't actually remember, which is odd because I know I was only here a little while ago. Actually, I do. Oh, yeah, in fact, I do remember. Yeah, yet another blues that's been away for a good month plus. There we are, looking thoroughly magnificent. How perfect is the plume? Spot on that man. Super. Oh, didn't realise that Thomas was waiting for me to get out of the way so she could take pictures. Oops. Okay, fortunately I'm in a good spot for these 2 greys that are coming across the road. You can see them in the distance. Sort of bob me up and down. Oh God, look at this tourist, look. Lovely. Horse people, I was wondering actually, how cold does it need to be for horses not to be out? Is there a sort of a minimum? If it was, I don't know, 0, -5, -10, minus what? How cold does it need to be for you to take your horses inside? The reason I'm asking that, if you guys want to tell me in the comments, is that I'm wondering if there is a minimum here for the blues. I've got no idea if there is, but it wouldn't surprise me if there is. Or they take the horse off if it hits, I don't know, X degrees. It's almost like there's an invisible force field around the horse, because to my left, folks, it is packed. Look, the street is packed, the whole street is packed, but for some reason they're being super hesitant. Too cold. Wait, why have you got no gloves? Super cold, yeah? Oh wow, crazy. Jake's face is still almost blue. He's frozen.
So he just wandered into the into the background of this other lady's selfie. Okay, we should now see the guard doing his rounds, guys. It's 45. I was going to say should instead of will, because I'm not seeing any sign of him yet. Where is he? Yeah, the guard's not coming out of the arches, folks. I wonder why. So he's not coming out. Didn't miss it. He didn't go to the tunnel. He's still in the archway. Now, why would that be? We all know that every 15 minutes, typically the guard will do his round. So why this morning, I wonder, has he decided not to? Whether too many people? No idea. I'm 99% certain he didn't leave the archway. Let me just check in case I'm going completely mad. Yeah, look. Now, what would be a reason for that, I wonder? Ordinarily, as we know, it's every 15 minutes that the trooper will leave his position as the gatesman and go to the front.
I was fall asleep and his dad's everything. I couldn't have a job. I wouldn't be like laughing. Yeah. What do you think about it?
Sweet, at least I said thanks. I can't quite tell. I'm pretty sure this is the US. It's always nice when people do say thank you, and I've noticed that Rejoice Americans watching and listening to this, I've noticed that it is primarily visitors from the US that will more often than not thank the guard for, you know, a picture, photo opportunity, etc.
You guys should get in it. Yeah, get one in there. Come on. You should do it. I'd have to look at the ground if I was. Oh, that's cute, ladies. Like, that's you.
She's right. Yep, it is cute, ladies.
Making your day entertaining. Thank you.
That is actually really sweet. She was expecting him to say something back. I didn't know what she would have liked the guard to say back, but that was quite sweet. That's the way to do it, ladies. Well done. Wow, I think this lady thought the lifeguards were on today. I'm really hoping that between here and the journey back to her hotel, people don't try to post letters into her mouth, think she's a letterbox. That glorious red coat.
Oh, ta-da! What's about to happen, folks? What could it be? I wonder. Nope, Santa Claus has not arrived with goodies for the horses. Instead, the changeover is happening. I actually thought it was a bit later. Wait, what time is it now? 11:49. Okay, 10 minutes.
One more.
Oh, I've just noticed actually who's the stableman. A certain well-known trooper is back here at Horse Guards as a stableman, folks. There he is, just at the back. Hopefully he'll be out in a minute. Tell the people that are super scared have never been anywhere near a horse in their life. Oh, the gods from the US are back. And if they are Canadian, I'm super sorry, folks. I have the same problem occasionally with Canadian US accents as I do with Aussie Kiwi accents. But I'm pretty sure they're from the US. God, now everyone's going to be like, of course not. You stupid Englishman. They're from Canada. I'm trying to see actually if they've got any flags or something on their bags, but they haven't, folks. Sorry. Not that it makes any difference. Yeah, polite is polite. That one's got an electric nose. Electric shock.
Good, that was good.
Everyone's being super modest and well behaved here this morning. It is an unusual pleasure. Go again.
Horses may kick.
I'm actually surprised she's not freezing. Maybe she's Canadian actually. To not be cold in this weather. It's a rather sort of motley crew of people, isn't it? All sort of assembled in that frame.
He probably doesn't like the crowds, you know?
Folks, it's all the changeover. I'm going to take this end because it's going to be easier for me to make my escape, as it were, once the change is complete. This is completely staring out the camera. What's the talking horse? Okay, so the guard has actually now decided to do his rounds. At 5 minutes to the hour. I don't ever remember seeing that before. It's always every 15 minutes. I wonder if you forgot.
Oh, it's right in your head.
I want to see again.
You see the horse fangs?
That's cute.
So obviously to speak so loudly and fluently this morning, guys, because there's so many people around me, so I'm trying to be sort of respectful.
Oh, that's so cute.
That was quick.
You must get fed up, mustn't they, the horses, with everybody having events?
Probably. This horse is finished in 4 minutes anyway, so
Oh, is it?
luckily, yeah. Actually 3 minutes.
I'm looking for the Raffles Hotel, do you know?
Right there.
It's across the road.
Yeah,
yes?
it's this one here with the Union flags. Now this one wasn't nipping to start with, but seems to have become a naughty nipper. Maybe you're already tired of, as the lady just said, being mauled. I just realised something, guys. I've just had a genius moment. I think that the Horse Guards dating app would be perfect. Every time a man and a woman, strangers, are on either side of the horse, they need to agree to a date. Horse Guards dating. Brilliant. How did I not think of that before? Oh.
I couldn't take it. 5 seconds.
Brilliant.
Come on.
Oh goodness. Some tour guide has just actually told everybody that they're real horses. I'd be super glad that I hired a tour guide to let me know that. You'd never guess, actually, would you, that they're real? Sort of as if, you know, they move and make noises and make a slightly whiffy mess on the street occasionally. So there we are, guys. The best ever quote by a tour guide: the horses, they're real. Okie dokie, new horses coming out. Actually thinking about it, I'm so preoccupied with which horses are next. Also I know which guards are next. Who are going to be our 2 on rotation today? I wonder. That would certainly give more of an indication of what's happening.
Stand behind the bollock for your safety. They're coming out now. Okay. You can take photos after, but not now. Thank you.
That's it. You tell them. Oh god, here we go again. Look, just after he's told them not to get out, someone else is out. Okay.
Stand behind the bollock. I'm not going to say it again. Thank you.
Extraordinary. Okay, so I can see which trooper's on the left. I can't see the trooper coming through this box yet. Could be clocking up behind. Oh, I see it. Nope, still can't see. Aha! Bingo. Another familiar face that's been away for a good few weeks. What I'm wondering, guys, I'm going to leave my spot here for a second. I'm wondering, the trooper at this end is always on a very, very large horse because he's a tall fellow. I think that he's on Oxford, but I don't remember, guys. I'm going to defer to the comments, folks. I can't remember if that's Oxford or not. It's a big horse, a massive horse. Looking at the back, one single white sock at the back. Yeah, I can't remember, but that is a real enormous, beautiful. This horse looks almost as big as Q10. Enormous horse. I'm not zoomed in, guys. This is at 1. Crazy. Anyway, folks, back in the next video. I'm really happy that this horse is here. Back in the next video. Part 2 coming shortly.